Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on the Indiana Sports Network as we come to you tonight from Terre Haute North High School, where the Patriots play host to the Robinson Maroons in a rare game where they get to play an out-of-state team. I'm Troy Wilseen, and for the first time, have the pleasure of calling this game alongside Mr. Trey Minot. And Trey, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So it should be a pretty good one tonight, we're hoping. Robinson's struggling a bit this year, just 7-17. They're 2-4 in conference play. Terre Haute North, meanwhile, after starting 3-3 this season, they have won 13 in a row. Currently sit at 16-3, 4-1 on top of Conference Indiana, and they have all the momentum on their side as we head towards sectional play.
Yeah, Troy, you're absolutely right about that. But the beautiful thing about high school basketball is anything can happen. And looking at the rosters of both teams, Robinson seems to match up really, really well with Terre Haute North as far as their size and athleticism. They're senior laden, so I think we might be in store for a pretty good game.
Yeah, I think you're right. We were looking at the rosters here. It's been hard to find information on this Robinson team. I know that, but they have a lot of taller guys. That's something Terre Haute North could possibly struggle with. They do have some size on the Patriot side, but they're pretty thin guys, and when you throw some weight into them, that's caused some trouble for the Patriots. We saw that last week when Northview was here, and Carson Fosdick had a huge second quarter that kept Northview in it really all the way to the end of the ball game. The Patriots did not play well that night, shooting just 3 of 22 from beyond the three-point arc, and they're going to have a little bit better than that tonight.
Absolutely, I think so. I think we're going to be matched up really well all the way across the board, and it's just going to be a fun game to call and watch and see how things go.
Terre Haute North, as I mentioned, on top of Conference Indiana, not very many games left. Obviously tonight with Robinson, and then their final conference game of the year is this Friday night right here at Jim Jones Court. They will host Bloomington North, and if they win that one, then they kind of are dependent on Bloomington South because they're sitting in second. They're 3-1. They still have a couple conference games to go, so still a chance to be the outright Conference Indiana champions. They've already named where they will play their sectional at, and it's right across town at the home of the Braves, and that's a sectional that matches up pretty well no matter who they go up against, because after the huge win over Plainfield earlier this week, the Patriots got to be feeling good about themselves.
Oh, absolutely. I think just looking up and down their roster, they've got just about everything you want at this level. They've got size, they've got athleticism, they've got kids that can shoot with Kavish Reddy. I think one of the most important parts of what you've seen with Terre Haute North is the way Braden Walters has came in this year and just incorporated himself right into the mix, but you'd almost expect that with the skill set he provides. I mean, he doesn't need to score a lot to impact the game. He can do it on the defensive side, the way he, assists, passes the ball, rebounds, all of that. It's just a wonderful opportunity for them to get a kid like that in the senior year.
You're right, and tonight is a special night for those seniors, not only on the basketball team, but of course the band and the cheerleaders and all the seniors involved. It is senior night here at Terre Haute North, and we have 4 seniors on the Patriot roster. Braden Walters that you mentioned, obviously Kavish Reddy. Who else we got here? We've got Cam Baker and Jack Halls. So we will surely see all 4 of them probably start tonight. Halls, as you mentioned earlier, comes off the bench most of the time. I bet he gets a senior night start, though. We'll see what Coach Wolfley has in store. But those 4 guys, I mean, it's a team full of role players, but the senior leadership on this team is something special.
Yeah, it's absolutely unmatched, I think, and the 13-game win streak is just a product of that. They're clicking on all cylinders. They're unselfish for the most part, distributing the basketball, doing well with that, and they're just a really, really tough team to play against.
And we mentioned they will be in Sectional 12, which is hosted by Terre Haute South. The other teams in that sectional, obviously the Braves are going to be there, so we may get a third matchup, which the Patriots have won both of those so far this year. Also playing in that section will be Avon, Brownsburg, and Plainfield. So it's a pretty stacked one. It's not going to be easy, but with the buzzer beater win here last week, I mean, this team is flying high right now, and really basketball all around the Wabash Valley's flying high. We saw the Sycamores with the huge win over Drake last weekend. St. Mary the Woods is having a phenomenal year on the men's and women's side. And, of course, we've got the Braves over there on the other side. They're doing their best to get with it here as we head towards sectional play. We saw them put a walloping on Northview late last week. So they're coming together. It's getting to be an exciting time of year.
It's honestly one of the best times of the year for me. I love just sitting in the gym watching college basketball. I usually always take in every day of the Classic. I mean, I take the week off from work, just sit there and watch, have a good time with it. My brother and I usually spend a lot of time just hanging out watching those games. Nice little, you were talking about the Northview and South game last week. Xavion Baker was able to capture his 1,000th point there at the end of that game in the fourth quarter. So that was pretty neat experience for me to be a part of and sit there and watch that. That was pretty cool. But yeah, like you said, basketball in general right now is just fun to watch.
It is exciting, and we're pretty close to a packed house here. I know the home side full, and Robinson's brought some pretty good numbers themselves. So it's hard to find a parking place. I know that. I had to park way out in the front. I don't like when that happens, but we're going to come back. We'll talk a little bit about the Maroons and the season they've had so far. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network. You are watching the Indiana Sports Network Game of the Week. A+ Printing is your best place for uniforms, programs, t-shirts, and hats, plus screen printing, business printing, and documents. Get all your promotional items, including koozies and coffee mugs. Just give Kevin a call. A+ Printing does it all.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
Laser engraving at its finest by Fearless Designs is now available. Cups, bats, gloves, license plates, and almost anything you desire can now be a laser engraved gift for your family and friends or a promotional item for your company. Stay on the unique cutting edge of technology. Call, text, or email Fearless Designs. You'll be glad you did. You are watching Indiana High School basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to Terre Haute North High School. We're glad you've joined us here on the Indiana Sports Network. Tonight, the Robinson Maroons cross the state line to take on the Patriots of Terre Haute North. Robinson so far this year, Trey, 7-17. They're just 2-4 in conference play. They come out of the Little Illini Conference, where they currently sit in 5th place. There's 8 teams that play in that conference. Teams that you know, it's the close to the border teams, pretty much. Lawrenceville, Richland County, Newton, Mount Carmel, Marshall, Paris, and who else? Newton. Casey Westfield. Sorry, I was missing one there, but I was there earlier today. I should know that. They're flying high over there too. They enjoy their basketball, but it's a tough conference. 2 really good teams this year. Lawrenceville 21-3. They're undefeated in conference play, and Richland County 22-3 and 6-1 in conference play. So some heavy hitters from the Little Illini Conference. Not been an easy road for Robinson. They lost their first 6. They lost 14 of their first 15 games. However, they've won 5 of their last 6, so they're coming together when it counts.
Yep, absolutely. And I think in what is, I believe, Mac Thompson's final season at the helm of the Robinson Maroons, I think just like you're talking about, starting off a little slow, coming on now when it counts, I think that's just the epitome of what you've seen of Grover Robinson basketball over the last several years. I really enjoy when I go to the Classic, you get to see some of those teams you don't see on a regular basis being in the Wabash Valley over here, and it's just epitomizes what I think he's all about when it comes to coaching.
Yeah, and it is his 13th and final season at the helm of the Maroons, as he has accepted the athletic director job at Effingham High School. So he'll take that over at the end of this school year. And just to run down a few things, because Mac Thompson, he's meant a lot to Wabash Valley basketball. They've had 3 20-plus win seasons. They were Conference champions twice in 2013 and 2017. 6 winning seasons out of those 12 so far. So it's been an impressive run for him, and I think they also have 3 regional titles to go along with that. So he's going to be a tough one to replace.
Absolutely. I think he truly gets the most out of the boys, and I think at this level with high school basketball, to me that's what it's all about. Besides what they do on the court, making them into good human beings and what they do after this, and it sets them up for good things going on in life.
You're absolutely right. Coach Wolfley does the same thing here. He's just been an excellent leader. During senior night, they mentioned the seniors' favorite moments as they bring them out onto the court, and how many of them, those moments had to do with Coach Wolfley, whether it was falling off of a chair on the bench or just, how he teaches or anything like that. So you can tell he's having an impact on these youngsters here, and it's really awesome when you can get kind of that legacy coach in there.
Yeah, like I said, I think most importantly that's the biggest thing when you're getting head coaches at the high school level is making sure that they care about their players and being there for them off the court, because for some of these kids it's what they will remember most about their high school experience, and being able to give them a support system after the fact and things of that nature, that to me is very, very vital for our youth.
And we are lucky to have a lot of really great coaches across the Wabash Valley. These two are just 2 of them. We certainly wish Coach Mac Thompson the best as he heads to Effingham. We may still see him every now and then. You never know. It's not very often that teams from across the state lines meet. Usually once or twice a year, Terre Haute North will take on a team from Illinois. More often than not, it's these Maroons. Last year, these 2 teams met a year ago tomorrow, and it was Robinson that came out on top with a 54-46 win. So it's possible. Robinson 2-5 in their last 7 against Vigo County schools, but one of those wins was against the Patriots. So it'll be a fun one to watch here tonight. We see both teams out on the floor warming up, and as we look at tonight's game, Trey, what do you think are your keys? What do you think are your keys to the game? First of all, for the Patriots, a 13-game winning streak going into this thing, just do more of the same, you would assume.
Well, I think you just touched on it right there. One of the most important things is that 13-game winning streak. A lot of times when you're on a run like that, you go to a team like Robinson, who appears to be struggling a little bit at 7-17, and you don't game plan correctly or you take it for granted, and it very easily in high school basketball could turn out to be the wrong result. So you still got to put in the work, you got to put in the effort, and you got to be ready to go, because anything can happen.
And you're right. We wondered that last week. No slight on Northview, because believe me, they are a team that's gotten better and better as this season goes, and a very young team over there in Brazil. I think there's a bright future over there for sure. And that we wondered that coming into that game against North, though. Did North overlook them just a little bit? Because they had Plainfield coming up. They had Decatur Central coming up. A couple big games. Did they maybe sleep on the Knights just a little bit, and they got pushed to the limit?
They absolutely did. I mean, that's one of the things I get to a little bit more of an up-close and personal look at Northview, but they are very up-and-coming, like you said, young. They're figuring out how to finish games and what works for them, and they've got a couple kids that they give it everything they've got all the time, and they gave North everything they could handle, and I think North was really, really happy to get out of there with a W and move on from that game as quick as possible.
And one thing it will be interesting to watch tonight, we'll see, because Northview's 2-3 zone really upset the Patriots. They weren't knocking down the 3, so they weren't shooting them out of it, and they were not getting any guard penetration until really late in the game, and that's when they pulled out the win. But will Robinson adapt a similar strategy? They've got a lot more size in there than Northview does.
Yes, they do. I actually was talking with a couple people during that game, and it really seemed to bother Kavish Reddy specifically during that game. He couldn't seem to get in a rhythm. He didn't get the open looks that he normally did, and the ones that he did, he just couldn't seem to get down. So I think if they were watching and paying a little bit of attention, it could definitely benefit them. And
this is a Robinson team. You'd think they're going to prefer a slower pace. They've only scored 60-plus points twice this year, and they lost one of those games. They've scored in the 30s 5 times. So not a high-flying offense with this Maroon team, and maybe on the opposite side of things, the Patriots try to push it a little more tonight with their guard play.
I think so. I mean, you can see with Robinson the size that they have. They would really want to pound the ball down low, but they're, with no shot clock in high school basketball, they want to take as much time as they can off that clock. So, if they can take 30, 40, 50 seconds in possession, get a good look and knock it down, play a little bit of defense, anything can happen.
And I was kind of reading up on Robinson a little bit, and it's going to be a fun one tonight. We got to take a quick break.
High school for tonight's boys basketball game between the Robinson Maroons and your Terre Haute North Patriots. Tonight's game is being sponsored by the grandparents of our 4 seniors. Representing the seniors are Katha Market, grandmother of Braden Walters, Bruce Young, Judy Stone, and Mary Baker, whom it is up in the stands, grandparents of Camden Baker. Ed and Manny Reddy, grandparents of Kavish Reddy, who are supporting from back home in India. And Mark and Jan Miller, grandparents of Jack Halls. We appreciate your support of Terre Haute North boys basketball. The Vigo County School Corporation values sportsmanship. Sportsmanship means that we all work together to create an atmosphere of courtesy and fair play towards the officials, contestants, and spectators. Abusive language or disorderly conduct is unacceptable and not welcome at IHSAA events. Please help make this contest one we can all be proud of by promoting your team in a positive manner. Your cooperation is appreciated. And now we will begin tonight's contest with the national anthem. The anthem is being presented by the Terre Haute North Spirit Band under the direction of Miss Tiffany Baker, with student...
It's tax time. You need a professional with decades of experience. You need Goshen H&R Block. Nothing is more important than getting your taxes done quickly and correctly, up close and personal, by people you know and trust. This year, get answers to all your questions and your taxes done right by Goshen H&R Block.
This is Sue Goshen from your locally owned H&R Block in Brazil. Walk in, make an appointment, or drop off your documents, and we'll tackle your taxes while you're away.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and community. Now announcing new starting wages for trailer assemblers and welders. Assemblers earn up to $23 an hour, and welders earn up to $27 an hour, with no experience necessary to apply. Enjoy great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s,
Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021,
Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people
in central and west central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools.
We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service, dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
You are watching the Lion of Sports in the Wabash Valley.
Welcome back to Terre Haute North High School, where tonight it's the Robinson Maroons at the Terre Haute North Patriots. They're just concluding the national anthem and some other ceremonies here on the floor. Troy Wilsine and Trey Minot alongside you tonight for what we're hoping to be a good game. We'll hope Robinson can bring it here and challenge the Patriots a little bit. Before we get going, we want to thank our sponsors. Of course, without them, we couldn't be here. Fearless Designs, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Great Dane Trailers, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy in Brazil, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive. We'd also like to thank our camera operators, Kanan Harper, Amy Metcalf, and Noah Gastineau, our video technician, Keith Lawson, and of course, Tony Harper sitting over there directing things. So thanks to all of our crew. Trey, once again, glad to have you on board. Hopefully we get a good game here for your first one.
I hope so. I think it's going to be good. We're going to have a good time one way or the other, that's for sure.
That's the plan anyway. Let's see how
Number 22, Cole Weber. Number 31, Noah Gilmore. And number 40, Daniel Sparks. The Maroons are coached by Mr. Matt Thompson. North Patriots. Starting at a guard, a 6'5" senior, number 2, Braden Walters. Starting at forward, a 6'7" senior, number 11, Jack Halls. Starting at guard, a 6'2" sophomore, number 12, Cameron Fennell. Starting at a guard, a 6'1" senior, number 20, Cam Baker. And starting at guard, a 6'2" senior, number 30, Kavish Reddy. The Patriots are coached by Mr. Todd Wolfley.
So as expected, all 4 seniors will take the floor for the Patriots. Brayton Walters, Jack Halls, Cam Baker, and Kavish Reddy, alongside sophomore Cameron Fennell, will start things off. And for Robinson, Duke Thompson, number 3, Judson Pinkston, number 4, Cole Weber, number 22, Noah Gilmore, number 31, and number 40, Daniel Sparks on the floor. Robinson searching for their 8th win this season, and the Patriots looking for win number 17, as if with a good push here, they can get to a 20-win season.
Yeah, I think so. As expected, Robinson went big in the starting lineup. I think that's definitely the way to go with what North brings to the table.
Fennell on top will control things for the Patriots as we get going.
Robinson appears to come out in a 2-3, so what we talked about a little bit earlier, see how that goes.
Let's see if the three-point shooting is on tonight for the Patriots. They're going to go inside. Hall's got to watch the traps. It's tapped out of bounds by Cole Weber.
Active hands, one of the most important thing in his zone.
Pretty impressive run in the last week for the Patriots. We mentioned that win over Northview. They also took down Plainfield here at home and at Decatur Central, so it's been a busy week.
Probably a tiring week for the boys, if I had to guess.
We got 2 more big ones this week, starting with this one tonight, and then they're home on Friday in their final conference game of the year. Working the ball around nicely, trying to find an opening. There's Walters inside, and he misses. Halls attempts the putback, can't get it. Robinson brings it down. Number 31, Noah Gilmore.
Let's take a look here and see what Robinson decides to do. Like you were talking earlier, he's probably going to slow it down a little bit and try to work it around and get a good shot.
Attacking defense by Cameron Fennell forces the bad pass, the turnover by Duke Thompson. So 1 possession, 1 turnover for the Maroons as the Patriots look to strike first. It's Kavish Reddy, the leading scorer on this Patriot squad. Reddy has pretty good range from outside.
North, like they've been all year, really good at their spacing and ready to go.
Reddy knocks down the 3. First triple of the night attempted. First triple of the night is good.
Absolutely a good sign for Kavish Reddy and Terre Haute North. It starts out hot, and sometimes it just feels good coming off the fingertips.
And the North defense has shown up early here as they are, as you mentioned, active hands all over the place.
Yeah, they really seem so far to start to bother Robinson with the pressure.
If Robinson can't get the ball to their big guys, they can't do any damage, and North is trying to prevent that from happening as Fennell is all over Duke Thompson.
Just in his face.
Nice tap there by Fennell. Or excuse me, that was Cam Baker that got a piece of that one. Thompson drives in, turns, shoots. Nice.
Nice strike.
Nice spinning jump shot there. Patriots quickly down the floor. Another three. This one bounces in. Number 12. That's Cameron Fennell, and the Patriots are 2 for 2 from beyond the arc.
Tell you what, North is getting the bounce already, and it could be a long night if things like that continue.
And the trap works. Another turnover. There's the lead pass up to Baker. He's going to slow it down. Hits Reddy in the lane. He fires over. Fennell got another one.
Boy, oh boy, this couldn't be a better start for Terre Haute North.
3 for 3 from 3, and it's 9-2. Halls with a block.
Big time block by Halls.
Comes the transition offense for the Patriots. Ready for 3. Oh, just out. The rebound comes down to Cole Weber.
That one would have went down. The roof might have came off this place.
We would have been seeing a timeout for sure, but boy, the shooting is there so far for Terre Haute North. Weber's got it up top. Robinson's got to find a way to stop the bleeding here. Duke Thompson drives in the lane, creates some space, can't knock it down. Reddy's got the rebound. North once again pushing. Walters feeds Baker. That one way off the mark, but Hall's there to gather it. Misses the putback. Robinson trying to find some space, but the Patriot defense all over him here to start. Almost another turnover there. Ooh, so we got it tied up, I believe.
I'll tell you though, you can see it right there, Troy. Robinson just seems to even be bothered not even being able to get into their offense at the moment. I mean, the hands are just all over the place with Terre Haute North. Seems like they're coming in every direction, and they're just really struggling right now.
Super aggressive defense by the Patriots to start this one, and it's paying off. About 3.5 to play here in the first quarter. It's a 9-2 Patriot lead, and kind of a cheap foul there on Cam Baker as he caught Judson Pinkston in the chest.
Yeah, you're going to get a few of those here and there with the way they play defense, as tight as they are, but
that's the second foul on Baker already. Kingston drives, not a very good shot there. Rebound comes down to Braden Walters. Quickly up the floor. Patriots offense moving a little quicker than we've seen. Jack Halls, that one just off. What a putback though by Braden Walters.
He scored the basketball there, but that's one of those things I was talking about earlier in the game. Just making plays with his athleticism.
Timeout called by Mac Thompson. We'll take 1-2. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
You're watching West Central Indiana boys basketball on Indiana Sports Network.
You're all...
Welcome back to Terre Haute North High School, and the Patriots lead the Maroons 11-2 with 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Would like to quickly mention that transportation for the Indiana Sports Network is provided by York Automotive with 6 locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield.
I think it's really important right here for Robinson to come down, get a good shot, see one go through the net.
Still some three-quarter court pressure there by the Patriots, and boy, they are met up front by 3 guys. Shot missed, but rebounded. That's Noah Gilmore. He dumps it off inside, and Cole Weber scores.
What a nice pass from a senior, Noah Gilmore there, seeing the floor well.
Weber also a senior, so Robinson's got a few. As that one knocked out of bounds, but at last touched by the Patriots, so their first turnover of the night.
See if Robinson can come down here and put another one in the bucket and maybe try to get back into this game a little bit.
Yeah, if they can calm this thing down a little bit and kind of slow the pace, you can tell the Patriots are trying to push it. Can't get him in the trap. Down inside, a nice find. Another block by Jack Halls. That's 2 on the night. Driving all the way in, scoring. Count it, going to the line. That's the coach's kid, Gavin Wolfley.
Yep, quickly coming into the game and making an impact right there. Nice little, what you would call a Euro step. Gets to the bucket. See if he can make it a 3-point play.
It's the first foul on Cruz Dunlap. Just a freshman, stands 6'6", 235 pounds. Wolfley knocks down the free throw. And the Patriot lead is up to 10. Already 4 players have scored for Terre Haute North. Gilmore gets it in the lane, has it stripped. Reddy's got it. Up ahead to Wolfley. Cross court, another 3 on the way, just off the mark. Nice rebound there by Dunlap. And a nice steal by Walters. Up ahead to Halls. He's gonna dunk it!
There he goes. Mr. Jack Halls with a nice dunk, 2 hands.
The Patriots are flying high here. There's another turnover. Halls again, slams it home.
Listen to this crowd for a Tuesday night. It sure don't feel like it.
Goodness gracious, Jack Halls have a senior night. Doesn't get any better than that for the young man.
No, sir. 2 breakaway dunks, and Mr. Thompson over there with Robinson going to get himself another timeout and try to calm these boys down.
Another timeout, 18-4, Terre Haute North. We'll be right back. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1.
You are.
You're #1 at York.
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Troy Wilsine and Trey Minot with you this evening from Terre Haute North, and you mentioned they might blow the roof off this place. Jack Halls did his best to try right there.
He is certainly giving it a go, that's for sure. And I think one thing we haven't really talked about a lot, but just looking at Terre Haute North and their roster, the depth that they provide. I mean, 6, 7, 8 kids at times, maybe even 9. It's tough to beat a high school roster like that.
It is, and the senior leadership is great. Role players all over the place. Everybody contributes. This defense is stingy tonight.
Just swarming.
Another turnover for Robinson. Nope. They may be changing this one. Yep, they changed it back. I think Walters got a piece of it.
A little tap from behind there, I think.
Just hounding defense from Gavin Wolfley there as he chased Judson Pinkston all the way to the hoop. Robinson looking for some kind of an answer to stay in this ball game. Down inside to Dunlap. He feeds Pinkston, misses the jumper. Ready with the rebound. Up ahead, another 3. Count it! Cameron Fennell, his 3rd 3 of the night. 21-4, Patriots lead.
Robinson needs to get some good looks, but it's hard to even find good looks when you feel like you've always got 3 and 4 hands in your face.
And here's a cheapie called on Fennell. Yeah, they don't have anywhere to breathe. You can tell they're kind of panicked at the moment as Jack Halls is subbed out. Coming in is number 33, Brady Klopfenstein, a sophomore, 6'5".
Just another piece of that size for Terre Haute North. 6'5" sophomore. Watched him play quite a bit.
Klopfenstein, he's one of the thicker bodies on the team. He's got it. He's going to drive, kicks out. They may hold for the last one here. About 25 seconds to play in the first quarter. This Terre Haute North team ranked 23rd in Class 4A at the moment, and they are proving they may be that or even better.
Absolutely, Trey.
They've certainly been the class of the Wabash Valley this season under Coach Todd Wolfley. As they look to make a postseason run, there's a foul out on top. Plenty of fouls to give here for Robinson.
And I think you're talking about taking that postseason run there. That's where Braden Walters is going to come in and be super important with being at Linton last year and going to the state championship game. Look at this.
Wow, no, he couldn't finish it on the other end. A nice find, though. Can Robinson get a shot off? Pinkston from about half court airmails that one. So after one quarter of play, it is all Patriots, 21-4. Terre Haute North leads. We'll be right back. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
It's tax time. You need a professional with decades of experience. You need Goshen H&R Block. Nothing is more important than getting your taxes done quickly and correctly, up close and personal, by people you know and trust. This year, get answers to all your questions and your taxes done right by Goshen H&R Block.
This is Sue Goshen from your locally owned H&R Block in Brazil. Walk in, make an appointment, or drop off your documents, and we'll tackle your taxes while you're away.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and community. Now announcing new starting wages for trailer assemblers and welders. Assemblers earn up to $23 an hour, and welders earn up to $27 an hour, with no experience necessary to apply. Enjoy great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
You are watching Indiana High School basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to Terre Haute North High School. We begin the second 8 minutes of the night now, and the Patriots are absolutely in charge of this one, Trey. 21-4 in the first quarter.
Well, I think one of the key things that goes into it for Robinson is Tuesday night, early in the school week, traveling over here to Terre Haute North. That can take a hit on any of these boys out here, and I think they kind of played like that in the first quarter. Besides the defense, they just looked a little sluggish.
Here's number 3, Duke Thompson, takes it in, can't get it. There's Fennell, who's played outstanding tonight. Hit 3 threes in the first quarter. Here's a 3 on the way from Klopfenstein, just out. And that's going to be a foul on Reddy on the rebound.
Tell you what, right now, even Terre Haute North misses look good. Everything looks like it's going to go.
Yeah, they are, let's see, 4 of 7 from three-point land. There was the one air ball, but the other 2 that missed, I mean, in and out.
Yeah. Anytime you're talking 50% or above from the three-point line, that's usually the definition of a good night.
Fennell's buried 3 of those. The other one knocked down by Reddy. There's a steal. Fennell takes it in. He's fouled. 4 turnovers now for the Maroons. As it looks like that foul, not sure who they called that on.
They called number 30, I think.
Well, there's no 30 on the floor, so I don't know who we're going with.
I'm guessing maybe 31, Noah Gilmore.
There we go. That foul's going on Duke Thompson. That's his first.
I had the numbers transposed.
Fennell knocks down the first one. He's the first player in double digits this evening. Terre Haute North, the remaining games. Obviously tonight, Friday, they host Bloomington North. Saturday, a tough one as they travel to the Eel Dome to take on Clay City. And then the 17th, they host Evansville Harrison, and then they travel to Evansville North on February 23rd to round out the regular season.
I'll tell you what, Clay City is playing really, really well this year.
So turnaround, barely drew iron on that one. An offensive rebound, put up and in. That's number 31, Noah Gilmore, his first 2 of the night.
We'll have to see that kind of fight, even being down the way they are. Gilmore getting in there and messing around and getting himself a bucket.
Gilmore stands at 6'6", a tall, lanky, athletic kid. Ready for 3. Got it! three-point barrage from Terre Haute North tonight.
And you can just see it over there. Todd Wolfley, even up 20 points early in the second quarter, the bucket goes through, and he's telling those kids, get up in them, get in their face.
Well, the defense from young Gavin Wolfley is outstanding, and now a traveling call. The fifth turnover for Robinson. They've already hit more threes tonight than they did in the entire game last week against Northview.
Man, oh man.
Mac Thompson pleading for his kids to calm down just a little bit, try to put an offense together here, but the Patriot D has been unbelievable so far. Wolfley finds Reddy. He kicks out. Kloffenstein for three. Off the mark. Rebounded by Fennell. Gavin Wolfley, a little shake and bake, and he gets fouled on his way to the hoop.
The unselfishness of Terre Haute North all the way around on the offensive side of the ball. We've got kids spotting up, making cuts when they're needing to. It's really fun to watch these guys play.
And it's as you were saying, anybody can take the ball and go to the hoop at any point. It's a very dangerous team.
Yeah, all the way up and down the lineup.
Braden Walters drives in, kicks out. Fennell for three. No, that one way off the mark. Now Robinson may have something cooking here. They finally get the ball inside. Noah Gilmore from the free throw line knocks it down.
I think that might be the first time all game, honestly. They looked like they got some offense ran and felt a little comfortable.
Gilmore with four. It's still a 26-8 Patriot lead.
Robinson's definitely facing an uphill battle.
And yet another foul called on the Maroons. So I was looking up how they do the sectionals in Illinois, and it is very different from here in Indiana. There's only 4 classes in Illinois to start with. Robinson is in Class 2A, and they will play in the Shelbyville sectional, which is split into 2 subsectionals, which is played at 2 different sites. So it's as confusing as it can get, as Walters called for a charge.
Yeah, I don't even think I can begin to wrap my head around that one. That just seems very different.
But they will, if I've got this right, they will play in the sectional with, it'll include Paris and Newton, Mount Carmel, so a lot of their conference opponents, also Lawrenceville, who's just outstanding this year. Vandalia, Teutopolis, Toledo, and Newton, I believe, will be the host site that Robinson will be visiting. A full court pass. The defense fell apart on that one, but he missed the layup.
And just that size right there, Braden Walters contesting that, made all the difference.
Yeah, you don't always necessarily have to get a piece of the ball. It's just having your presence felt down there.
Yep.
It's Cam Baker, gives it to Kloffenstein. Walters a bit trapped in the corner, kicks it back out. There's a three on the way from Baker, and he hits one. Cam Baker's first three of the night.
They can do no wrong right now. You see Robinson trying to put a little pressure on and maybe double team a little bit, but when you got kids on North's roster spotted up everywhere that can knock it down, it's hard to double.
Patriots 6 of 10 from beyond the arc. Duke Thompson tries to take it all the way in, hits the side of the backboard. Baker's got it. He stops, kicks out to Wolfley, and Wolfley traveled. Dad's not too happy about that one.
I don't think so.
Coach Todd Wolfley in his 16th season at the helm of the Patriots. I didn't realize this year was the 12th time they've won the Wabash Valley Classic.
12 times, really?
12th time. They're the all-time leaders in Classic championships. Way up ahead, Gavin Wolfley Wolfley's got a freebie. Oh, and he gets hacked and makes it anyway.
How about an and one?
He's not very happy about that one. He had a few words there for Luke Werns.
Well, and you got to worry about that just a little bit in a game like this, getting out of hand. Robinson not playing their best.
Probably feeling a little embarrassed, too, I would think.
You see the official kind of talking to, was it Pinkston there a little bit about it.
The foul on Luke Werns. He's a 5'11 junior, number 5. As Wolfley now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe.
And Wolfley came in and did a really good job there. A couple and ones, 6, maybe 8 points, something of that nature.
Yeah, he's a pretty strong little weapon off the bench and just a harassing on defense. He'll drive you crazy.
Yeah, almost just like a little gnat. Hands going everywhere. He's in a little bit of everything.
32-8 is the scoreline here. There's a push-off not called. Noah Gilmore has got it at the top. Robinson once again struggling to find their footing here on the offensive end. There's a 3 from the corner, knocked down by Duke Thompson.
He does not need a lot of airspace, and if he gets an open look, it's generally a good thing for them.
The first 3-point attempt of the night for Robinson. North tries to answer, can't get it. Now Robinson with a chance to put a couple possessions together. And we've got a foul on the way in. That's going to be the second on Reddy. Nice lob. Gilmore grabs it over the top of Walters. Backs up, misses the jumper. Cam Baker's got it. And there's another foul on Werns.
For Matt Thompson, you can see him standing over there with his arms crossed. You get a foul that far away from the basket, already facing a 20-point deficit. That's just frustration.
Well, and all the success he's had over, 13 seasons at the helm of Robinson. And, it's got to be tough to go out on a note like this, having kind of a down year. And you know what these kids can do, and maybe they're just not quite playing up to that tonight. And it's just a little frustrating, I would think.
Yep.
Cam Baker at the line.
Yep, Gavin Wolfley coming back in the game.
Baker misses them both. Hall's able to get the rebound. Wolfley thought about the 3. Walters kind of going to reset things. Gives it to Baker at the top. As the Maroons have switched to man-to-man here on the defensive end. Jack Halls, he's going to take it in, gets the mismatch with Werns. Followed up, not going to be any good. Baker,
wave it off.
Or Walters, sorry, got a piece of it while it was still sitting on the rim.
Can't fault the hustle.
No, he was trying. Under 2 to play here in the first half. And a 21-point Patriot lead.
You'd really like to see Robinson go on a nice little 6-8-0 run right here, just to at least give him some confidence in the second half.
Feel like they're going to have to knock down some shots because it is pretty thick in there when they get in the paint and not much going down from inside.
A lot of big bodies.
Here's a pull-up jumper, in and out. Rebound brought down by Gilmore, and he lays it in. Noah Gilmore showing the hustle tonight. 6 points. He's played well on the defensive end as well. Here's a 3 on the way. Fennell in and out. And Cam Baker draws a foul. As Klopfenstein will check back in, give Baker a break. That is his 3rd personal.
3 fouls. He's definitely going to sit the rest of this half, and they're going to be probably careful with him a little bit in the 3rd quarter.
under a minute to play here. We'll see if Robinson can get this thing. They've squeaked it under 20. We'll see if they can put another dent in it. There's a 3 on the way. That one no good. Rebound brought down by Klopfenstein. Gavin Wolfley up on top. Looks like they may be holding for the final shot here. Wolfley, a 5'8" sophomore. Cameron Fennell kind of been the story of this half, a 6'2" sophomore. It's senior night, but he doesn't care. He's knocking down threes all over the place.
Yeah, I think you can see with Coach Wolfley, he's put an emphasis on it. It doesn't matter who it is, whether it's Wolfley or Klopfenstein, they just want to get the ball out and transition and run.
Turnover by the Patriots is quickly followed by a turnover for the Maroons. A sloppy end to this first half of play. 1 second on the clock, so we may get a heave here from someone. And a timeout as Coach Wolfley is irate at the moment.
He is not happy with someone.
We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
Laser.
1 second remaining in the first half of play. 32-13. Terre Haute North leads Robinson. And Cameron Fennell will take the ball out. Try to find somebody halfway open here. He launches it down court, and it's intercepted. And I guess they're going to call that halftime. So
I think the ball got tipped on the toss, and the clock didn't start.
I got you. So that'll end the first half of play. The score remains 32-13. We'll take a quick break, come back with your halftime analysis. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Laser engraving at its finest by Fearless Designs is now available. Cups, bats, gloves, license plates, and almost anything you desire can now be a laser engraved gift for your family and friends or a promotional item for your company. Stay on the unique cutting edge of technology. Call, text, or email Fearless Designs. You'll be glad you did.
The city of Brazil was founded in 1866. By 1876, there were 2 schools, 7 dry goods stores, 2 hardware stores, 4 churches, and 5 drugstores. One of those drugstores is still there today, Lynn's Pharmacy. Lynn's Pharmacy has grown from a small neighborhood drugstore to a modern pharmacy, offering prescriptions and medical equipment with old-fashioned values and unparalleled service. You can even step back in time and visit Lynn's Soda Parlor
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
You are watching the Lion of Sports in the Wabash Valley.
Welcome back to Terre Haute North High School, where at halftime, 32-13. Terre Haute North has absolutely dominated on both ends, Trey, and I don't know if I see anything changing in the second half.
No, it certainly doesn't appear to be so. Robinson just couldn't ever get anything going. They looked lost at times on offense, and I think it's just been Terre Haute North from the jump.
Yeah, it has. They started off quickly. Cameron Fennell hit 3 threes in the first quarter. Kavish Reddy knocked one down, and then later on, somebody else did. Cam Baker got one. So they're 6 of, if I can do my math, they're 6 of 16 6 of 11 from three-point land. So pretty successful from beyond the arc. They've gone inside a little bit, but that's something you kind of like to see a little more of as they head into sectional play, maybe utilize those big guys a little bit more.
Yeah, and that's the thing we were talking about a little bit earlier with Braden Walters at Terre Haute North. He's really not had an impact in this game, and they're still sitting here pushing a 20-point lead. I think that just speaks to the depth, the coaching a little bit. You look at, Mr. Wolfley and the things that he does, but not to be lost on it, one of the assistant coaches there, Matt Wren, he's got a boy on the team, and this time I think, 10
It's been fun to watch tonight for sure. One thing I always love, we see the dance team out there now. The cheerleaders, the dancers, they always wear a shirt of the college they're going to go to. I think the Sycamore cheer squad is in good shape for the upcoming future. I see a lot of Hoosiers as well. For some reason, there's some girl going to Illinois. We won't talk about her. I don't know why you'd ever do that. But anyway, let's take a quick look at Conference Indiana. Terre Haute North looking to win the conference title. They currently sit in first. They're 16-3 overall, 4-1 in conference play. Their final conference game will be this Friday, hosting Bloomington North. We will have that for you right here on the Indiana Sports Network. That's a big one, because if they win that, they put all the onus on Bloomington South, who has 2 conference games remaining. I don't exactly remember who they're against. I think one of them was against Southport, who's fairly tough. So if you're a Patriot fan, you're hoping for a loss from Bloomington South, get that outright title. If not, they win Friday, they at least share it.
Yep. Well, I think in the conference that they play in, that sets them up for what they're going to see in the sectional play. You know, it's going to be a rough sectional for them, but just the amount of good teams that they play in conference gets them ready for it. And you can tell that Coach Wolfley, even with the way he's coaching this game, it's pedal to the metal. It's you know, we're going to keep going, and we're going to just try to improve with every possession even.
And it's impressive because they can play slow. They can also speed it up like we've seen tonight. We kind of saw that coming with the way Robinson offense operates. You speed them up, they get a little frantic. I mean, some younger guys on the team, they've had a couple freshmen playing here in the first half, and they have not been able to keep up with the Patriots at all.
Well, and you look at the Robinson offense and what they've done over the course of the season. Terre Haute North sitting here with 32 at the half, and I mean, that's going to be trouble for Robinson right there. They don't put a lot of points on the board, so they're chasing it right now, and they're just struggling all the way around.
Well, it's currently 32-13. We're going to take our first halftime break. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com, and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1. You are. You're #1 at York.
It's tax time. You need a professional with decades of experience. You need Goshen H&R Block. Nothing is more important than getting your taxes done quickly and correctly, up close and personal, by people you know and trust. This year, get answers to all your questions and your taxes done right by Goshen H&R Block.
This is Sue Goshen from your locally owned H&R Block in Brazil. Walk in, make an appointment, or drop off your documents, and we'll tackle your taxes while you're away.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy since 1872. We are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
You are watching West Central Indiana boys basketball on Indiana Sports Network.
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to Terre Haute North High School. It's currently a 19-point lead for the Patriots at halftime as we see the cheer team and the dance squad get a little senior recognition going on down there. And the Patriot faithful have come out in droves tonight. It's been fun. We're up here on top of all of them, and it's getting hard to hear at times, Trey.
It absolutely is. For a Tuesday night, the entire side of the gym for Terre Haute North, there's barely any seats. I can't really see any looking around. And that's a pretty cool thing.
And I got a feeling this Friday night will be more of the same. Not only it's Friday night, so come on out if you're in the Valley and watch what is the best high school team we've got this season, and they are a good one as they've only got a couple more home games. So come out and enjoy the Patriots. First half, I mean, we kind of already looked at it, but Robinson, they've got to calm down a little bit. You know, Coach Mac Thompson, he was beat red most of the time through that first half. Not very happy with how his Maroons were faring on the floor. But Terre Haute North, I mean, really impressive from long range. The defense, though, is what caught my eye. Just outstanding tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it'll be interesting to see what Coach Wolfley and staff decides to do here in the second half with a pretty comfortable 19-point lead. Don't look like they're being, pressed much here this game if they decide to maybe work on a few things or if he just keeps the pedal down on the metal and keeps going.
And of course, sectionals will begin. I think is it the last weekend of the month? I'm not positive, but we mentioned Avon, Brownsburg, Plainfield, and Terre Haute South will join the Patriots in their sectional hosted by the Braves over on the other end of town. And the pairing show, if you're interested in watching that, they'll actually match the teams up for you, is February 18th at 5 p.m. and you can get the live stream on ihsaatv.org, and it'll be on several radio stations that are affiliates of that, which I do not have a list of, so you can go to the IHSAA website and figure that out if the radio's a better option for you. But it's always fun to kind of tune in and get that little bit of that March Madness feel, before the big schools go at it, we let the high schools go at it, and it's we talked about it before the game. It's such a fun time of year.
Well, things like that, the pairing show, that's just something that's cool for the kids too, because you see a lot of these teams, the coaches get them together somewhere and they're either having a meal or something, and everybody's just kind of sitting around waiting on the draw. And I mean, it's almost like you see those bubble teams in college basketball that get together and sit trying to see if they get in the big dance. These kids just want to know who they're going to play so they can start preparing and go to work.
Yeah, and whoever's sitting there, and when they pop up that Terre Haute North name, you don't want to be on the other end of that right now. I know that because they're playing great basketball. As we close in here on the start of the second half, one of the fun things I like doing every year is trying to go around to some different gyms, and maybe some you've never seen before, maybe some you haven't been to in a long time. We got to go to the Eel Dome right before the new year for the Clay City Classic, and that place is a blast. I've been impressed with Northview, how they've upgraded over the years, and it is a special atmosphere in here, especially when the crowd's rocking at Jim Jones Court as well. How about that? Jack Halls knocks down a three to start the second half.
Jack Halls can do no wrong tonight. A couple open court dunks, knocking down threes. What more can you ask for out of a 6'7" senior?
7 points now for Halls, and they've all been pretty spectacular. Noah Gilmore misses the jumper. Rebound brought down by Cole Weber, and the takeaway inside. 7 turnovers now for the Maroons. Kavish Reddy lets one fly and nails it. They're starting the second half just like they started the first.
Well, I think I got the answer to my question. It appears to be pedal to the metal for Terre Haute North.
They are now 8 of 14 from beyond the arc. Almost another turnover for Robinson. Kavish Reddy now with 9 points. Fennell leads all scorers with 11. Duke Thompson pulls up short. Nice find inside. What a play there. Judson Pinkston.
Yeah, that was big for Robinson to see one go down.
Pinkston's first two of the night. Ready, drives, dishes, and it goes out of bounds for the 6th Patriot turnover.
One of the few times tonight that Terre Haute North didn't get an easy look and made it look a little difficult.
Robinson trying to maintain at least here and not let this thing get too out of control. Already trailing by 23 as there's another takeaway.
Braden Walters again, those active hands.
Halls has it inside, fires back out, another three on the way, off the mark. Slapped out of bounds, it'll belong to the Maroons.
Kavish Reddy doing his best to try to get up there with Mr. Fennell tonight on three-pointers made.
Figure a senior ought to lead all categories, so Kavish better get to work.
I mean, it is their night.
I think he had his moment against Plainfield here last week. That was amazing at the end of that game.
Yeah, absolutely off balance. Not the way they drew it up.
No.
But a win is a win.
There's a swipe. Braden Walters slams it home.
North is turning this into senior dunk night.
And we got a quick foul. I believe that's going to go on Fennell. This is second.
The way this game is going, the seniors are going to be parked on the bench early in the fourth quarter and get their recognition, and we're going to see some of the end of the bench.
Yeah, we may get to see some different guys. That'll be fun towards the end of this one. The mighty struggle here for Robinson as there's yet another turnover. That puts them in double digits now. Just outmanned and outmatched, unfortunately, and you see the head starting to droop a little bit for the Maroons.
Yeah, it's a struggle when you're in a game like this to try to stay up and stay in it as much as you can.
Braden Walters to the hoop. He misses and is fouled. That's going to be the second on Pinkston. Only a couple remaining regular season games for the Maroons. This Friday they will host Red Hill, and Saturday Triad, which I think is in Troy, Illinois. Not positive.
Yeah, I'm lost when it comes to Illinois for the most part.
Senior Braden Walters at the line. Misses the second. Rebound comes down to Weber.
Again, you go back to Walters, and you look at anything that's not exactly the best in his game. Free throw shooting might be about it, as you saw it there. 1 for 2 from the line.
Yeah, on the night they are 5 of 7, so not too bad, but it kind of depends on who's up there, you know. Noah Gilmore to the line now as that foul goes on Walters, and it's his second.
Nice little and-one opportunity here for Gilmore.
This is the first free throw of the night for Robinson. Gilmore knocks it down. Jack Halls thought about another three, steps in, kicks out, Fennell, got it! 4 threes on the night for Cameron Fennell.
You know, you mentioned the free throws there for Robinson hitting their first one with 5 to go in the third quarter. As active as North has been on the defensive end, that's kind of startling almost.
Yeah, they've been pretty clean about it, which is, if you're that effective and clean, that's hard to beat.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just both sides of the ball, North playing really well tonight.
Well, they certainly didn't sleep on the Maroons. We know that. And you got to feel with the schedule they've got to end the regular season, they're going to bring it every night all the way through this playoff run they hope to have. There's another turnover. Walters has it. Kavish Reddy misses that one. Reba, look at that play. Cam Baker can't handle it, but he does gather it up. An excellent save.
You love to see it. Up almost 30, and they are still out there hustling.
Coach Wolfley expects nothing less, and he's getting it tonight. A great display from his Patriot squad. Fennell again. Yes!
5 for Fennell tonight.
5 3-pointers for Cameron Fennell. He's up to 17 on the night. Nice driving attempt there, but the foul on Baker.
You know, Troy, and we talked a little bit about it earlier, the depth of Terre Haute North, that right there. I mean, Cam Fennell, sophomore, 17 points. You got, you know, Wolfley, Klopfenstein. Terre Haute North is going to be good for several years.
They really are, as Pinkston hits his first free throw. Yeah, they're set up for success here. You're losing a lot with this senior bunch, but I mean, you look at the guys that are still going to be here. Fennell, Wolfley, you got the Wren brothers. Seen Isaiah Minky play in some of the JV games. That kid's got some talent. Jack Halls has it down inside. Halls finds Walters, easy two.
Got here a little early and was watching a little bit of the JV game, and Nate Millington had himself a night in the JV game as well.
Klopfenstein, as you mentioned, just a sophomore. Look at this. We got fouls going back and forth here. That was a nice shot by Duke Thompson, and he'll go to the line. As we did see Wolfley come back in for Baker, who had previously picked up his 4th foul. That one the first on Halls.
Duke Thompson, definitely one of the bright spots for Robinson tonight. He's unafraid, taking some good shots, knocking them down.
Kind of double pumped on his free throw there. And we have a lane violation?
I think we do.
You don't see that very often. Reddy's trying to explain himself. He's got a little hitch in his shot there. It's kind of an odd one, but he knocks it down.
Kind of unorthodox for sure.
Robinson 3 for 3 from the line. We have a collision near midcourt. Pinkston comes up a little gimpy. Coach Wolfley directing traffic from the bench. And we have a foul on Robinson. It's a 26-point Patriot lead at the moment.
Pinkston for Robinson did not agree with that foul call.
That is his 3rd. The Robinson guards have, I mean, they've been fighting their hardest, but they, as I mentioned, just outmatched in this one. Getting a little physical. There's another foul. This one goes on Werns. He's been at it a little bit with Wolfley all night long.
Yeah, they've been going back and forth a little bit.
Well, if Gavin's anything like his dad, he's not going to back down from anything on a basketball court.
No, he definitely won't.
Nice spin move there. The shot won't go, but going to the line. Judson Pinkston really stepped up here in the second half, putting on a show.
And I think Robinson tonight playing a little bit undermanned. I do believe they're missing one of their seniors in Owen Schmidt. He 6'4" senior. I think he's a lot of times their point guard, so could attribute a little bit to Robinson having trouble getting into the offense at times.
Yeah, it was going to be a game of survival from the get-go tonight for the Maroons, and when you're down one of your best players, it certainly puts a dent in the plans. Pinkston knocks down a couple. (49-25), Terre Haute North in control and cruising this one home. Wolfley thought about the 3. He's going to drive, kick to Halls. Fennell into the lane, a little teardrop, drops. 2 more.
He's got all the shots tonight, Troy.
I'll tell you what, 19 points for Cameron Fennell. I don't know what his career high is, but if he doesn't have it yet, he's pushing it.
He's definitely approaching it for sure, I bet.
Duke Thompson, air ball on that one. Walters has it. 2 minutes to play here in the third. Wolfley for 3. No, look at the putback by Walters. Braden Walters cleaning up the slop.
He seems to be everywhere.
The athleticism on two different levels tonight with these two clubs as another Maroon turnover. Klopfenstein back into the game for Jack Halls. And for Robinson, we see number 40, senior Daniel Sparks, standing at 6'6". Comes onto the floor.
I believe did he start the game tonight for them?
I think he did, actually, yeah. Got some tall young men on this Robinson team. Ready to the hoop.
Nice use of the left hand there to avoid the defender.
Ready in double digits now. He's got 11. A 30-point shellacking here at Jim Jones Court this evening.
And they are still not laying off on the defensive end. They are playing hard for Coach Wolfley.
This place is going to get loud when he decides to park these seniors this evening, and it's well-deserved. All four of them have just played outstanding basketball tonight.
Yep.
And a travel. The Robinson turnover line here is getting pretty full. They need to slow down.
Well, at the rate North's going, I think Mr. Fennell, he's going to come out of the game with those four seniors, and he's going to deserve it.
Yeah. 13 turnovers now for Robinson, most of that due to the pressuring defense of the Patriots. Klopfenstein, he's going to pop along too, and it bounces home. Brady Klopfenstein, his first two of the night.
He used every inch of the rim there, but it finally went.
Got to have that soft touch, you know.
Yep.
Something I never had, I know that. Noah Gilmore off the mark. Ready, taps it. Fought for, and Gilmore can't control it, and they're calling a foul on Klopfenstein. Dove in a little too rough on that one.
Yes, he did.
So when you look at that sectional, those 5 teams playing over there at Terre Haute South late in the month, what are you thinking about that one? Do you think South has a chance? You think North's just going to dominate the thing?
Yeah, I think North is obviously the front runner with the way they played, about to be on a 14-game winning streak. They're riding high, and I think honestly when you look at it, they're the team to beat, but you just never know. Zay Baker gets hot and has a couple good games, and South could be right there staring them in the face. They played them tough at the Classic.
And you know, it's not a plain field team you can sleep on. I mean, it took everything North had to win that. It's another foul called on Robinson. You have to give me a minute. I'm going to have to look up Avon. I don't know much about them this year.
Yeah, I don't either.
That foul was the first on Cole Weber. As the clock down to 5 seconds here in quarter number 3. Klopfenstein pops the three, misses it. Up ahead, they weren't aware of the clock though, so that will not count. 57-27. We're going to quarter number 4. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and community. Now announcing new starting wages for trailer assemblers and welders. Assemblers earn up to $23 an hour, and welders earn up to $27 an hour, with no experience necessary to apply. Enjoy great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
Quarter number 4 has arrived here at Terre Haute North. A 30-point Patriot lead, and this is going to be a pretty celebratory 8 minutes, I think we're about to see, Trey.
Yeah, a little bit of a victory lap for North for sure.
By the way, I was looking up Avon. They're 11-8 on the year, just 1-4 in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. So there's a nice take by Pinkston. He gets another 2.
Pinkston's played really, really hard tonight for Robinson.
Yeah, especially here in the second half. He's kind of been the leader of this bunch. Klopfenstein tosses that one. That's going to be a Patriot turnover.
We like to see that, though, out of the sophomore. He catches the ball, first thing, going to the hoop, trying to get something, make something happen.
So hold up for a minute while Brady ties his shoe. We also see on the floor Nate Millington, the sophomore for Terre Haute North, number 14. So take by Pinkston, misses that. Walters has it. Hustles it down the floor. Kavish over to Klopfenstein. Buries the 3. 11 3-pointers made tonight for the Patriots.
That is impressive.
Another steal. Ready to the hoop. Oh, they're going to call a charge. I don't know about that.
I don't know if he got there.
An interesting one. That's a third on Ready. Oh, there's an unhappy fan down here.
You look at Coach Wolfley over there just shaking his head.
Usually you get the low bass to the boos. That was just a scream.
Yeah.
And there's another foul, that one on Millington. Millington, another one of those young Patriots. Coach Wolfley will have for the future, 6'2" sophomore. As Duke Thompson steps to the line for 2 shots, misses the first. This is the first free throw miss tonight. They're 6 of 7 from the line.
Braden Walters coming out of the game. You have to wonder almost if you might not see him anymore tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd time. Jack Halls has re-entered. As the second free throw is good.
I would think Coach Wolfley at some point will get all 4 of them out there together so he can take them off one last time.
Here's the coach's kid. He's going to put 2 in there. Gavin Wolfley has 7 tonight.
Nice little use of the stutter step there to get to the hoop.
Cole Weber drives in. He's going to pop it. Nothing there. Klopfenstein gives it to Reddy. 32-point lead. It's been on cruise control from early on, and Kavish Reddy, his 3rd 3 of the night.
65 points for North with 6 minutes to play.
12 of 19 from three-point land for the Patriots. Just an absolute barrage from beyond the arc. This has been something to watch tonight. These guys are, this is not the normal shooting we've seen all year from them. This is great as Reddy heads to the bench.
Like Cam Baker comes back in the game.
And we're going to have a Patriot foul here. Wolfley.
Number 5. Oh, no.
Yeah, now. Yeah, it's 5. Gavin Wolfley is, oh, it's Baker. Baker's fouled out. So Cam Baker on senior night gets all he can out of it. He gets all 5 fouls, and he will take a seat.
Tough night for senior night to end it like that. He's struggled with fouls all night. He's getting a big round here from this crowd, though.
Coach Wolfley gives the crowd a look, and they oblige as they give the young man a hand. This is a nice find inside. Gilmore with the dunk. He says, we got some ups, too, over here in Robinson.
I think I've seen more dunks tonight than I've seen all year.
I don't think I've seen one in a high school game all year, and I've seen, 4 tonight? So it's been fun. Klopfenstein. He missed one. Now you want them all to fall. 12 of 20. Duke Thompson takes it in on Millington, can't get it to fall. There's a foul and the hoop. Number 35, Cruz Dunlap.
You got a feel for Duke Thompson. He's doing everything he can for Robinson to just try to put points on the board, and he's just been all over the place tonight.
Yeah, between him and Pinkston, the guard play's not been too bad here in the second half. Dunlap bricks the free throw. Dunlap just a freshman, but a big body Robinson can use in the years to come. Wolfley off on the three. Rebound, fought for. It's going to go out of bounds and belong to the Patriots. As another substitution for Terre Haute North coming in is the 6'6" junior Brady Stepp, and going out is Jack Halls, the 6'7" senior. He's had a couple pretty thunderous dunks tonight and also knocked down three.
Yeah, done it all.
Nate Millington has it on the floor for Terre Haute North. We see Gavin Wolfley, Cameron Fennell, Klopfenstein, and just recently coming in as Wolfley travels, as we mentioned, number 40, Brady Stepp. And the substitutions galore. Coming in now, the 6'1" freshman, number 23, Tyler Wren, for Terre Haute North, as Fennell goes to the bench. And checking in for Robinson, the big boy, 260 pounds, standing 6'3", the sophomore Jackson Goebel, number 50. So see Evan Gilmore, a 6'6" freshman, as there's a three falling for Luke Werns. But Evan Gilmore, 6'6", 165-pound freshman. I didn't even see who hit that three. They're going too quick now. Was it? All right. Wolfley's got one.
I think they've all got the green light tonight.
Duke fires one. Can't get it. Up ahead. Millington to the hoop. Fouled, and it just rattles out.
It's one of the only things to not go North's way tonight.
6 different Patriots have hit a three-pointer tonight. So that's a third foul on Duke Thompson. And Millington looks to get on the board. And he does. Boy, nights like this have to be about as fun as they get if you're a coach, I would think.
Yep. Able to get all your seniors and your stars off the floor, rest them a little bit in the fourth quarter with a busy week coming up.
You've had it on cruise control from the get-go. Your boys are having fun. Everybody gets to play, as now we see another freshman, the 5'11" freshman, number 42, Braylon Cheshire, into the game for the Patriots. And Millington drills both free throws.
Yeah, Braylon, I believe he's the son of Shane Cheshire, who's doing big things over there with Strive 365 here in town.
2 minutes to play, a 70-37 lead, and a foul on Cheshire. Why not some more subs? Let's just keep it going. Cruz Dunlap's going to come back in for Robinson, as that was the first foul going against Cheshire.
Just seeing that depth and full display for Terre Haute North.
Free throw is good for Duke Thompson. That puts him in double digits. And coming into the game for the Patriots, how about another freshman? This is the 5'11" freshman, number 44, Mason Lloyd. And another one coming into the game, 6'2" sophomore, number 10, Trey Brown, as Millington heads to the bench. So you went from all seniors to darn near all freshmen out there. You got a sophomore or two.
Well, and you just look at the bench over there for North. Everybody's smiling, having a good time, relaxed. That's basketball at its finest right there.
And you don't mind a night like this right now, because you're getting down to some pretty serious business here in the next few weeks.
Yeah. Stress is going to be high for the next couple weeks. It's good to have a night like this.
So now let's see who can put some points on the board. These guys don't get to play too often. You got a minute and a half. Who's your shooter?
Yep.
Well, that one got blocked.
but it was another 3.
And another turnover for Robinson. That's 15 on the night. In the corner, Cheshire fires it across. Lloyd, cross-court pass to Cheshire, and that's going to be a Patriot turnover.
I'd venture to guess if Cheshire gets an open look, it's going up. He is pretty fearless. I've watched him play quite a bit over the years.
And we're going to have a moving screen there. As that was Tyler Wren catching the brunt of Jackson Goebel.
He's going to feel that screen tomorrow.
He's down to about 30 seconds to play here. A 31-point lead. There's a 3 on the way, just off the mark. That was Isaiah Menke. I didn't even see him come into the game. How about no, Lloyd can't knock down a 3. Menke gets the rebound. Menke still got it. Another 3 on the way. This one's no good either. And a foul. Ooh, let's hope he's okay down there. That was Trey Brown kind of holding his shoulder. Well, they're bringing that three-point percentage down. That's the only bad thing.
That's what I was just getting ready to say, Troy. Coach Wolfley's going to go in there in the locker room and talk to those boys about that.
Seniors do all this work, and you go in and blow it. All right.
We were over 50% for almost the whole game. Look what you did.
Yeah. You made the team. You can obviously shoot, so...
I think you're going to see a lot of smiles and a lot of laughter coming out of that locker room for North tonight.
Yeah, they should definitely feel good about themselves. Well-deserved. Cruz Dunlap at the line. He knocks down the first one. We wish Robinson well in the rest of their season into sectional play. It's been a rough year. They will fall to 7-18. As this one comes to a close from Jim Jones Court. Your final score, Terre Haute North 70, Robinson 40. We'll be right back for an abbreviated postgame show. You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and community. Now announcing new starting wages for trailer assemblers and welders. Assemblers earn up to $23 an hour, and welders earn up to $27 an hour, with no experience necessary to apply. Enjoy great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
Laser.
Welcome back to Terre Haute Noise. Troy Wilsine and Trey Minot with you. And we're going to close this one out tonight, Trey. Absolute domination by the Patriots. A 70-40 win over the Robinson Maroons. 8 different players scored. 7 of those guys hit threes. Doesn't get any better than that. On senior night.
Now, North came out from the opening tip, just took the air out of the balloon for Robinson. Really never gave him a chance. They dominated both sides of the ball all night long.
So it was a pretty good show tonight. It was an absolutely great atmosphere with senior night going on. They're still hanging around here in the stands to kind of thank their seniors for one last time. However, this Friday night, join us right here on the Indiana Sports Network as you can catch these Patriots in action one more time here on the north side as they host Bloomington North. That's a big Conference Indiana matchup. That one, they're going to mean business, and you got to think if they come out and play like they did tonight, going to be in pretty good shape.
I think if you see the fans show up the way they did tonight on Friday, this place place is going to be rocking on both sides, and it's going to be a real barn burner.
Let's hope so, because we're looking forward to another good one. We've got that for you Friday night. Saturday, we got a doubleheader for you, women's and then men's basketball from St. Mary of the Woods as they host IU Kokomo. Women play at 1 o'clock. The men follow that around 3 or so. Next Friday, Northview at Clay City in the Eel Dome. Can't wait to go back there. That's a fun place. We would quickly like to thank our sponsors one more time for putting us on the air this evening. Fearless Designs, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Great Dane Trailers, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy in Brazil, Riddell National Bank, and York Automotive. Our camera operators for tonight's game were Kanan Harper, Amy Metcalf, and Noah Gastineau. Our video technician, Mr. Keith Lawson. We were produced and directed by the guy behind the screen over there, Tony Harper. I'd like to thank you, Trey Monette. Your first time here. What do you think of it?
You know, I'll tell you, first time.
First time on the air, I should say, with us.
Yeah, hopefully it's not my last. I really enjoyed it. I appreciate you letting me hang out with you tonight and call the game. It was a really good time.
Well, I had a blast. Hopefully we get you back sometime, because it was a fun one. Maybe a little closer game next time, be a little better. But we'd like to thank you for watching. Please tune in this Friday night. Once again, the final score, Terre Haute North 70, Robinson 40. You've been watching the Indiana Sports Network.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.